There are a few sneaker releases in 2024 that I cannot wait to get my hands on. Pairs that I've been looking forward to for months, and today's video is special because I finally get to review one of them. What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler, and today I'm reviewing the upcoming Air Jordan 4 Military Blue. It seems like 2024 is the year of the Air Jordan 4, which would make sense because 35 years ago in 1989, the Air Jordan 4 first released. And if you know anything about Jordan Brand, you know that they love commemorating anniversaries, like 35th anniversaries. So it's no surprise that so far in the year, we've already gotten one of the most popular Air Jordan 4s of all time, the Breads. Now to be fair, this is a reimagined Air Jordan 4 Breads, but it's still one of the OG colorways. We've also apparently got two new colorways of the Amamaniere 4s dropping later this year. And of course, dropping in May, we've got another Air Jordan 4 OG, the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue. And actually, speaking of the release, this shoe is supposed to release on a very fitting May 4th for a retail price of $215. And I actually got this pair to review early for you guys from the sponsor of today's video, Secret Sauce. There are so many dope releases dropping in 2024, like the Military Blues or the Canary Air Jordan 1 Low Travis Scotts, which by the way, review coming soon. And honestly, for pairs like these, it's almost impossible to grab pairs for retail. In fact, this is crazy, but I've literally never grabbed a pair of Travis Scotts for retail. Ever. But that's where Secret Sauce comes in. Secret Sauce is a group that can help you get the releases that you usually can't. Whether you're new to sneaker collecting or you're an OG head and you love classics like the OG Air Jordan 4 Metallic Blues, Secret Sauce can help you get the pairs that you want for retail. And that's great, especially when you're trying to collect pairs for your own personal collection or double up on pairs that you love, or maybe even flip some pairs. So a few of the features that you can get as a Secret Sauce member are auto checkout slots, which as you may be able to tell from the name, help you check out pairs of sneakers automatically so you don't have to sit there in line yourself. Early links to drops, which as we all know is a key to getting pairs for retail, guides on how to get every release that's coming out, and one-on-one personal support. So whether you're having questions about Secret Sauce and how to use it, or you just want to ask about an upcoming release, they have one-on-one support specifically for you. Everything you need to cop the releases that you really want to grab. Memberships start at $60 a month, and that $60 membership actually has all the features that I talked about, and if you want to upgrade to other memberships, they have even more features. Secret Sauce is an invite-only group, so if you want to check it out for yourself, make sure to use my personal link in the top of the description below. And once again, huge thank you to Secret Sauce for not only sponsoring today's video, but also providing these dope sneakers for me to review. So the Air Jordan 4 Bread Reimagines are one of the most hyped up sneaker releases of the year, probably the most hyped up sneaker release of the year. But this shoe is a close second, and that's not only because this is a Jordan 4 silhouette, but also because the Military Blue colorway is an OG colorway. And for whatever reason, Jordan Brand decided to not go with the nickname that this shoe has had for literally 35 years, and instead call this shoe the Industrial Blue Air Jordan 4s. I don't know why they can't just go with what works, but either way. This is the Industrial Blue 4s, but we all know it as the Military Blue 4s, so that's what I'm gonna call it the rest of the review. Because I mean, let's be honest, no one's gonna call these the Industrial Blue 4s. So this 2024 release of the Military Blue 4s is actually the fourth time that this shoe is ever released. Obviously, the first time was in 1989, and then we got a retro in 2006, and another retro in 2012, and now 12 years later, we're getting the third retro and the fourth release, and I've gotta be honest, this shoe is absolutely fire. But at this point, why don't we dive a little bit deeper into the parts and materials that make up the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue 2024. Starting off around the toe of the sneaker, on the mudguard, you've got this light gray nubuck, which is incredibly buttery. There's actually been a lot of people online talking about how the Air Jordan 4 Military Blues are gonna have the same shape and the same cut as the Air Jordan 4 SBs from last year, and while this shoe is similar, it's not the same. And the reason I brought that up is because I'm looking at the toes of these two sneakers and they're actually pretty different. While this shoe isn't the same as Nike SB Air Jordan 4s as a lot of people were expecting, it is different than most of the other recent Air Jordan 4s. And the reason for that is because Jordan Brand did change the cut of the upper of this shoe. However, not to match the Nike SB Air Jordan 4s, but instead match the original cut of the Air Jordan 4s. Which I'll be honest, I'm really happy about. I don't think it would have made sense for them to make this shoe like the Nike SB Air Jordan 4s unless it was actually an SB version of the Air Jordan 4s. So the fact that they decided to go back to the original Air Jordan 4 cut is refreshing. I love that. I love that with the Air Jordan 185s, and I'm really liking this new look, or I guess old look, of the Air Jordan 4s. But tangent aside, continuing up on the sneaker to the toe, you've got this white leather panel that actually wraps almost the entire way around the bottom half of the upper. And this white leather is fine. It's pretty soft. It's not actually tumbled. It's pretty similar to what you have on the white cement Air Jordan 4s from 2016, except not as stiff, and this is probably not a good example because of how beat this pair is. But it's not like the recently released Air Jordan 4 Bread Reimagines, which are tumbled. This pair is lightly textured, but not tumbled. Continuing farther up on the shoe to the tongue of the sneaker, you've got this classic white netting covering the entire bottom half of the tongue, and just beneath that, you've got this really nice bright blue accent with the Military Blue hit on the mesh. Moving even farther up on the shoe, you've got these flat white laces that weave through the white leather eye stays on the sneaker, and also these blue lace eyelets. And then getting to the top of the tongue, you've got more of that white leather, and of course in the center, you've got this Jumpman patch with the blue Jumpman and the flight text in black underneath. Then moving to the back of the tongue, you've got that fuzzy military blue sock liner, and of course that upside down Air Jordan tag, which if you didn't know is so that you could wear this shoe with the tongue flipped outwards, because back in the 90s people wore their Air Jordan 4s with their tongues flipped out, so that way you'd read the word Air Jordans right side up, or at least if you're walking towards someone wearing the shoes. Moving inside the shoe, you've got this white fabric sock liner, and the insole of the shoe comes in, of course, military blue with the Nike Air text printed on the heel in white. Of course, the left shoe comes with a Nike Air tag in bright orange, which I realize you're not going to wear it on the shoe, but the contrast is really nice between the blue and the orange. But now let's get into sizing and fit, and to do that, let me go try these on really quick. Alright, so it's my favorite time of the review, and that's try on time, because I actually get to try the shoes on, see how they fit, see how they look on feet, and decide whether I'm going to keep them or not. Obviously, the military blue 4s are keepers, even before I try them on, because let's be real, look at them. So I guess realistically it's just a formality, but still, let me try them on and see how they fit. Actually, while I'm doing that, I should let you guys know about the brand new Apothecary drop happening this Friday. Not wearing the socks from the drop, it's a landscape drop. I'll throw up some pictures on the screen. I misplaced my pairs, so I am wearing the shirt though. The shirt is also part of the drop. It's fire as well. But again, Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, apothecary.com, one of my favorite drops of the last couple months. It's fire. Check it out. Well, let's just try these on, see how they fit. I have a sneaking suspicion that they're gonna fit just like every other pair of 4s, but we won't know until we try. These birds, dude, there's so many of them. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they like the shoes too, I don't know. All right, so first off, fire, absolute fire. These shoes are incredible on foot. I knew it was gonna happen. I have to double up for sure. But sizing wise, yeah, true to size as I expected. I'm a size 9, these are a size 9. I would go with whatever size you usually go with in Air Jordan 4s. Obviously, if you have a chance to try the shoe on first before you buy it, I would recommend doing that just because it's $215. You don't want to buy the wrong size, that would suck. But realistically, if you do buy the wrong size, these shoes are definitely gonna sell out and you can at least trade them or sell them or do something with them. It's really not gonna be hard to get rid of the pair that you have. So I guess try to buy the right size. You don't have to pay resale for your size, or maybe you can trade it, I don't know. But either way, go with your true size unless you're not sure, in which case try them on. Yo, I look fresh, I'm not gonna lie. Now check it out with the shirt that we're dropping this Friday. It actually matches perfectly. You got the blue, it's a fire fit all around. It is cold though, so I'm gonna put the hoodie back on. So yes, once again, go with your standard Air Jordan 4 size. For me, that's true to size. For you, it might be something different. But if you go with your standard size, you should be good to go. And comfort-wise, they're nice. They're not as nice as the SB4s, at least in my opinion, from what I remember the SB4s feeling like, but they do feel good on foot. Definitely recommended. 100%. Continuing back in the shoe, you get to more of that white netting on the midfoot of the sneaker. Of course, you've got more military blue mesh underneath. This is a classic Air Jordan 4 detail, this sort of ventilation hole on the side of the shoe, which doesn't add a lot of ventilation, but it looks cool, so there's that. Continuing back in the shoe, you've got your white TPU wing that holds the lace eyelets in place. Unlike the Air Jordan 4 SBs, this feels like a standard pair of 4s, so it's flexible, but it's not rubbery like the SB4s, so that's another reason why the shoe is not exactly like the SB4s like people thought. And then continuing around to the heel of the shoe, you've got this awesome detail with the military blue heel tab and the Nike Air branding in bright white. I love that they went with the Nike Air branding, especially on a shoe that's supposed to look like the original Air Jordan 4s. This is just such a dope release, man. I'm definitely gonna have to double up. Moving down on the shoe, you've got this split military blue and white midsole with the exposed air unit towards the heel. Feels great on foot. And then finally moving to the bottom of the sneaker, you've got this herringbone traction pattern. You've got gray rubber panels, white rubber panels. Of course, you've got military blue hits on the forefoot and on the midfoot of the shoe. And then you've got your Nike Air branding in the center. I love this release. I might actually even like it better than the reimagined 4s, which is gonna be in my top 10 list of the year. So this is definitely gonna be up there too. I'm gonna be honest, not to ruin it for you guys, but I just can't see 10 other better sneakers dropping this year. Is the price point of $215 a lot? Yes, it absolutely is, but for an OG Air Jordan 4 in a year where Air Jordan 4s are as popular as they are, and for a sneaker that honestly just looks this good, I kind of think it's worth it. I even think it's worth it for resale. And like I said, I'm probably gonna have to double up on this shoe, so I'm gonna be buying a pair, most likely for resale, because my luck on the sneakers app sucks. Seriously, I never hit a pair of any of the original Off-Whites. I never hit the Travis Scotts. I never hit any Unions. The only thing that I've hit on the sneakers app is probably the Bread Ones from 2016. That's probably the best sneaker I've ever hit in the sneakers app. I don't know, my luck sucks. I don't know what it is. I don't know if my account's like nerfed or something, but I buy so many sneakers. You'd think they like open the door for me a little bit, but they haven't. But again, that's where Secret Sauce comes in, so make sure to check them out, linked in the description below. But that pretty much wraps up the video for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to let me know your thoughts on the upcoming Air Jordan 4 military blues in the comment section down below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you all in the next one.